Mansfield, Massachusetts, Thousand Acre Swamps, fishing historic places in action with a couple of former history students of mine. We're going to be talking pedagogy out there. We're going to go back in time to 5 years ago when these guys were in my class as seniors, 6 years ago. And we're going to be talking historic places in a historic place and hopefully catching fish along the way. Stan Civek fishing historic places with
Dom
and
Ski.
The ski star, the master of the spanker, is here with us today. We're wondering where our boy Trevor, was it Tyler, Travis, Tom,
Terry,
Troy. Yeah, where's Troy? But anyways, we're getting out there, and you guys are going to have some fun with us. The Asian milfoil got into America because of tropical fish enthusiasts flushing it down their toilets. I don't know, probably 80, 90 years ago, and it's made its way from lake to lake, and people love to blame fishermen for it, but what it really is ducks and geese. I mean, fishermen contribute by not checking their motors and stuff, but ducks and geese are really responsible for a lot of it because they get the seeds in their feathers and they carry it along with them. You know, they don't know. What do they know? Have you ever tried talking sense to a duck? There's no real sense in a duck. Thousand Acre Swamps, lots of chain pickerel, largemouth bass, no smallmouth, big perch, pumpkin seeds, of course, as always. Any of them sunfish are going to be in here. This is a lake that, I mean, everywhere you cast in this lake, you could end up with bass on their beds because the maximum depth in this lake is really less than 12 feet. It's really a shallow lake. And it's full of stumps and all kinds of stuff. So it's just, and yeah, we're gonna, well, you never know. Halibut are known to frequent the Northeast, according to friends of mine. And we have a couple of dragonflies mating on the back of Drew right now.
Really?
This is awesome. This is dragonflies doing what dragonflies do in June. Oh, yes.
On my back.
Yep, hammerhead. This is what I was getting the other day. I got a couple bigger ones, though, at Buckley Denton. This is what you call a hammerhead pickerel. And you want to just get him off and say, see you later, hammerhead. He showed me his fangs, though. He was a roughhead. Spinnerbait. What are we looking at here? Oh, Mr. Bass. No, Mr. Pickerel. Oh, you. Oh!
Sandman.
He doesn't care. All right, I'm going to send you back and tell you, make some babies because we're going to send Nickelodeon here. Mr. Pickerel. We don't want Mr. Pickerel. We want Mr. Bass right now. You can see the cut stonework here marking the site of an old mill dam. Like so many places in the Berkshires. Decent fish here to keep him up. Well, it felt like a decent fish. It might. Oh, it's just a pickerel.
Not bad.
Son of a gun.
Not bad.
Thought I had a nice bass. Yeah, as a pickerel goes, it's not a bad pickerel. Oh, all right. This is an ornament pickerel that is, like you said, almost pike size. I can't get my hand around him, see?
That's a good set. Look at him, he's chunky.
he's got nice colors on the back.
Beautiful, probably 20, 21 inch pickerel. Can't get my hand around it, so. A pet pickerel.
The bass I had was huge.
Yeah, where'd he catch that? The Brett?
Yeah.
My God, it's Putin. Finally, my boy. You can tell he's out of practice. Drew, notice how he bellied it?
Yeah.
It was like no rip, he just bellied it.
It was like you were scared to touch it.
Yeah, he hasn't done this in a while. He was in the Air Force, you know. That's not the branch of the service. You better show the camera that fish. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a largemouth.
It had a little minnow in its mouth.
Cool. And you had that on the Cinco?
Yeah.
Good. Well, maybe we're on a pattern now. He's got the Cinco on, so we'll see. Right? Let's see what happens.
No, I grabbed it like that because the hook was like weirdly in its mouth.
There's the excuses, the excuses. It's like Nickelodeon with a pickerel. Oh my God, what am I going to do? And I put on the big Cinco here. And I just let it sink. Let's see if it's on the Cinco or is it on the fly. It might be on the fly because I got the, oh, it's on the Cinco. It's a decent bass. And I got the circle hook on him. Nice. Look at that circle hook right in the corner. And it's really the smartest hook to use with a Cinco because you aren't going to, if it, you know, Cincos get swallowed, right? You don't swallow a circle hook. It's a nice heavy circle hook, so nicely done, boy. He was not playing, that guy. He hit and he gave me meaning, right? He hit with a sense of purpose. Yeah, up. Nice pickerel. Oh, look at you. Let him play a little bit more. I don't want you to get eaten. Nice. Everybody's got one. It's awesome. Oh! He's like, I don't got one. I got one? No, I don't got one. No, it's just weeds. No, it's Mr. Largemouth. That was awesome. We can tell, Drew, he's been out of the game for a while. You know, the Air Force is not known for their aquaculture. You know, they really don't do a lot with water. Yeah. He's getting his hands back. He's been 4 years without the hands, and the hands are coming back.
Do you have the camera on?
Yeah, right here. Look at it. 1,000 Acre Swamps. Yes. Now, what are we looking at here? Just a bass? We haven't got any bass. We've only gotten pickerel on spinnerbaits. Yeah, it's a pickerel. Back in the water, boy. At 1,000 Acre Swamps, high on the Berkshire Plateau. You don't see mountains here because the Berkshire Plateau is just that, a plateau. They call it the Berkshire Hills. It's really a plateau with some little hills and a lot of swamps. And 1,000 Acre Swamps is such a swamp. Some fish caught today, not a ton, but not bad. We had a good time, and we'll be hitting the water again soon from some historic place. 1,000 Acre Swamps is a bucket list destination for the bass fishing community of southern New England. It's part of the Housatonic watershed and was created as a result of the 1955 flood by the Army Corps of Engineers. They created dozens of impoundments like 1,000 Acre Swamps in Massachusetts and dozens more in Connecticut to slow the currents down, the waters down after a big snow melt or a catastrophic flooding event like a hurricane. And there's the dam, Army Corps Dam, you can see in the center right there, classic carbon copy Army Corps Dam. Now when they build a lake, the Army Corps always stocks largemouth bass and bream or pumpkin seeds in the lake. And whatever else is in the system is also there. Like in the case of 1,000 Acres, we're talking about pickerel. If you want to fish 1,000 Acres, and lots of guys I've talked to have said to me in kind of a hushed way, like, I've always wanted to fish that. Well, make sure you fish it before July. It's got milfoil in it now. It was already hard to fish because of the stumps and the rocks and the real shallow weeds that have been filling. But now it's got